Yeah, we're not, thanks though. We're not doing that at all. It's not relevant. Okay, Mackenzie, what's your question? Hmm. Okay. Can you all still hear me? Okay. Mackenzie, I couldn't hear your question. And if you're having technical issues, I totally understand. I can move forward with our review, and you can chime in whenever you have the ability to unmute again. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to move forward. Mackenzie, whenever you can unmute yourself, just go ahead and do it. All right, everybody, here we go. We're going to start off strong. This is one of the examples that you got on Khan Academy, and this right here is asking you to solve for the area of a triangle. Now, what I'm going to have you all do is I'm going to have you try and attempt this problem. So start working on it, and as you're working on it, I'm going to work on it, but I'm going to go very, very slow. All you have to do is be faster than Mr. C going super slow. Okay? Ready, set, go. And I'm going to talk to myself because I do that when I solve problems. Okay? Especially now. So I'm going to do the formula for the area of a triangle. And I'm going to make sure that I start plugging in the values. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find the base in this drawing. Everyone is saying, what was that? Nine units to the second power. Okay, great. So it looks like you guys figured it out. This right here is your base. Okay. And then this is the height. The 6 is the height. 6, whatever units that is, because it's perpendicular to the base. And that's what you want to look for. You want to look for the height, and the height must form a right angle right there with your base. This is the base right here. So what I had to do in my brain is I had to turn it around in my brain. So the base is 3 and it has some kind of unit that it's not mentioned. And the height is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. And then you get half. Right, guys? Half of 18. So half times 18, that's going to give you 9. Whatever units are to the second power. Okay, Luana, you did it differently, but did you get 9 units to the second power? Or 9 square units? Okay, then you did it okay. Another way you could have done it, for people that might have done it differently, like Luana, is, oh, I didn't want to do that, but let me see if I can pick my symbol. I could have taken this guy and I could have made the 9. Here's it gets a little crazy. The 9 could have been the base, and the 3 could have been the height. And that's okay because the height is perpendicular to the base. So you could have flipped it around like that too. Okay? Okay, Chloe, go for it. Well, they're going to be like this, and they're going to be a little different. I wouldn't say harder. Allow me to show you what I mean. So you have ones like this, and then ones like this. Do you all want to try this third example and see how you fare with it? Okay, solve it. I want you to solve for the area of this triangle. I'm going to be moving just as slow as before. Give it a shot, guys. Let's change color here for Mr. C. Let's make it blue. Okay, so that's my area for the triangle. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to take the triangle myself and I'm going to turn it around because it's going to help me to see a little bit better. It's a right triangle. Interesting. Here's my base. Here's my height. So my base is 3, my height is 3. Oh, this is going to be easy. That's me talking to myself. So it's going to be 3 times 3. It's going to be 9. Half of 9. Oh, it's going to be 4.5 because half of 8 is 4, but 9 is a little bit more, so half is 4.5. 4.5 units squared. I could have also gone ahead and done half times 9, and if you all remember how to multiply, you put a 1 under the 9, and it's going to be 9 over 2, which simplifies to the mixed number 4 and 1/2, which, by the way, is just as like the same as 4.5. Okay, you all, so let me know if you got that 4.5 units squared. And if you did, moderators will let me know that yes, you did get that. Okay, now remember I'm recording this lesson, so I'm going to post it in, like after we finish, maybe 15-20 minutes to the Google Classroom assignment for today. And that'll give you what you need to go back and look over these problems. Go for it, Mackenzie. What's your question? Yes. Good, Mackenzie. That's an excellent question. And actually, that's what you're doing. When you're multiplying the 9 by 1/2, you're actually also dividing by 2. So it's really like, yeah, 9 times 1/2 is like 9 divided by 2. So good question. Perfect. Good question. Everybody, let's move forward. I'm going to give you another challenge. You saw this in Khan Academy too. It's kind of giving it to you. I want to make sure you know how to solve it. Give it a shot. Go. So the trick with this is to show that, oops. Okay, the trick is to show this part here. And remember that part that I just put an arrow on. This is really important, everybody. This is not the base. So don't include that. The only base is the 4, which is this part right here. Okay? But I did this extension. I'm going to call it an extension or a bridge with the dotted lines to connect here with the height. And this whole thing is the height. That used to confuse me when I did geometry in 5th grade. This whole thing is the height. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and work a little faster to catch up to you all since you're all speedy. So it's going to be area times half equals half times the base, which is 4 something, whatever units that is, times 5. That's going to be 20. What's half of 20? Well, it's going to be 10. A equals 10 units, or square units, better said. Okay, I'm sure you all zoomed through this one, or at least you had an easier time. Everyone is saying 10. Good job. If I had an emoji with a thumbs up, I would totally put that up there. Let me see. Do I have an emoji with a thumbs up? Come on, emojis. Okay, I'm just going to do this one for now. Good job, 5th grade, 5B. All right. How about if you get this problem? Give it a solve. Now notice that I write a equals 1/2 base times height over and over again, even though I'm a math teacher and I have that hardwired, basically really memorized, okay? And I do it because it's so important to keep on writing it. By the way, did you all also realize that base times height is the same thing as saying length times width? But it's the better version for more advanced students? That's important too. Okay, so base times height. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this lovely picture. Let me see if I can grab it. I'm gonna turn it like this because it's easier for me to look at. That's just the only reason. This whole thing is the base. That's in yellow. Let me make it stronger green. The height is gonna be the 8. And the 10 that's over here, that's trying to trick you. Don't even worry about that. You have the base and you have the height, because remember, you're focusing on the perpendicular angle that's created, the right angle that's created here. That's how you know where your base and your height is, because they meet at the right angle. Okay, let's finish this problem. A is equal to 1/2. The base is going to be 16 and the height is going to be 8. Who has a question? Okay, Ryan, go for it. What's your question? Well, I think for the most part, to be honest, I'm probably going to keep it whole numbers. There may be a decimal question, but as long as you remember how to multiply a decimal, then you should be okay. Okay, that's a good question, Ryan. Thank you. Okay, you also, while Ryan was asking, I multiplied 16 times 8. That's going to give you 128. And then just get half of 128. And that's going to be, well, half of 12 is 6, half of 8 is 4. See how I did that? I was mental mathing it. That was a good trick. I wonder if you all got 64 square units. Okay. But what was that? Yeah, good. So the thing about the only problem with these examples is since I pulled them straight from Khan Academy and so on, they give you the units squared part, and I think that's a bit of what they call a crutch. What I like to call a crutch, like it's kind of fooling you into thinking you don't have to worry about it. But you totally do have to worry about it because not all problems are going to be like that, especially in the quiz. So make sure that you include the units. Okay, remember to focus on the details for the quiz as well, because sometimes I might not put units, sometimes I might. Do we have any other questions so far? I'm going to provide you all with a different... Okay, what's your question, Chloe? Great, you read my mind. Okay, so I just showed it didn't do it, but I just let me see if I can. Yeah, it was just supposed to be like a 0 down here, and I didn't complete that. That's all that I wanted to really show you all. So it should have been like a little 10 down here to make a 0 here, and then that would have been what we were looking for. Okay, are there any other questions? Okay, bye, Chloe. Bye, Leah. See you all later. Okay, so I just showed it didn't do it, but I just let me see if I can. Yeah, it was just supposed to be like a 0 down here, and I didn't complete that. That's all that I wanted to really show you all. So it should have been like a little 10 down here to make a 0 here, and then that would have been what we were looking for. Okay, are there any other questions? Okay, bye Chloe. Bye Leah. See you all later.